As part of the Extinction Rebellion World Water Wedding campaign, we committed to walk the length of the River Wharfe from its source at Beckhamans down to its finish where it joins the River Ouse just above Cawood. The river itself is about 81 miles. Our journey actually took us about 92 miles just because of the routes that we went. And our aim really was to talk to people along the way about what we were doing, about the issues that the river was facing, pollution, sewage being dumped in the river, issues with Yorkshire Water, bits about the lack of biodiversity or the loss of biodiversity in the rivers, and just giving people an option to kind of step up and do some work to help the rivers and help fight for their rivers. It was about building emotional connections to their local rivers so that they would like to help to protect them. We wanted to highlight some of the issues of Yorkshire Water polluting the waterways around here. So in 2024 alone, there was nearly 15,000 hours of sewage spills into the River Wharfe itself. That equates to about 5.3 sewage dumps a day into one river alone. And we really wanted to highlight that issue, that is polluting our waterways. It's affecting our fish life, our bird life. It's affecting people's enjoyment. Obviously, if people are swimming in the river, people are getting ill. We've talked to people who have said they've been really ill once they've been in the river. Also the dogs have been swimming in the river, again getting ill from drinking the water in the river. And we just really wanted to highlight that as a real issue, and it was something that people could also do something about, so they could actually take action against Yorkshire Water. Boycotting your water bill is obviously a big step. It's absolutely fine. You can take it as far in the process as you want to go. So you can just literally stop paying by direct debit as a first port of call, and then pay by cheque or something like that. So little bits that make things more complicated for the company, for the water companies, but also gives you a chance to complain about why there's an issue. You can go as far as you like. Obviously the end point would probably be a court case, but at any point you can stop the process, pay your bill, start again. So there's no ramifications from that. There's lots of information on both the Don't Pay for Dirty Water campaign website and the Boycott Your Water Bill, which all gives you all the information that you need about the process, template letters that you can send. So it takes you through the whole process about how that works and gives you confidence about how far you want to take it. I mean, water is life. If we don't look after our waterways, we lose everything. I mean, climate change is impacting us for drought, floods. It's just affecting our whole ecosystems. If we don't look after our water, some people won't have any water, some people will have too much. The whole ecosystems that the water supports is damaged, and it just gets lost. And it's about our future as well as the future that we want to live in.
So I'm carrying a wicker heart. We had a couple of these attached to our rucksacks as we walked, and we also carried a flag at times. Neither of us are particularly extrovert, so having these props meant that people noticed us as we walked and came up to us to find out what we were doing. So I think on the wharf walk, as well as walking to new areas which we hadn't been to before, it was a lot about speaking to people as we went along the route. Again, something neither of us are particularly comfortable doing, but it's that pushing yourself outside your comfort zone that is all what activism is all about, really. None of us want to kind of rebel against the system that if it was working well, we'd be quite happy to go along with. But when the system breaks down, it's something we have to do to push ourselves outside our comfort zone, take a stand and really push for what needs to be done to help this planet.
I really enjoyed the fact that we explored a lot more of the river than we have done previously. So towards the end of the river, there was a lot of areas that we've never been to before. So just exploring those new places. It was great to see kingfishers. We actually saw an otter one day, which was amazing. I mean, what were the chances? You know, it was just a fabulous experience. I think it was a lot more exhausting than I thought it was going to be, not just physically, but just emotionally. Just by talking to people a lot, it takes a lot of emotional energy from you as well. So I think it's been much more exhausting than I thought. But overall, a really, really positive experience, and I'm so glad that I did it.